Hello again. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Sorry I didn't do a proper outro again. I got so into rambling about pyromancy that I forgot that the video was almost over, despite just talking about it like 3 minutes prior.
A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of him.
Man, he really makes you feel.
A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own... Please...
Yeah, well, you missed a line of
Goodbye.
dialogue.
Come back if you find
Because
anything new.
it ended in the middle of it, but basically he went on to say that he talked about the primitive aspects of pyromancy, and he said that basically it meshes poorly with advanced culture, and you know, people tend to find it unsavory, and that never bothered him because he never liked anyone else anyway. He's definitely my favorite NPC.
How did that old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
Apparently Laurentius is an old man.
You again? There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball.
That was me.
Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not. Hmm? What now?
Not it for candy.
Oh, hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
What are you gonna do to my firekeeper?
Hello, I have that.
You suspect rightly. He is gonna do something bad to her. If you want to, you can just kill him right now. The easiest way to do that would be to kick him a couple of times, and he'd fall right off the ledge. Then you could reload it and get his ring. But if you want to get his armor set and anything else out of him, you gotta let him do the bad deed first. You gotta pretend like your gut instinct isn't right. It's real silly. Let's check out some of these pyromancies we got. We got fireball. It's basic. It's just like tossing a firebomb, basically. But its damage is based off the magic adjust of your pyromancy flame. So the stronger you've made your pyromancy flame by feeding souls into it to level it up, the stronger your fireball will be. Fire orb is basically just a stronger version of fireball. Fireball is also the basic pyromancy you would start with if you started as the pyromancer. It's the only pyromancy that you would have. So combustion is like a melee range pyromancy. It's got a lot of uses. It's basically if you really want to just be a pure pyromancer, you don't want to use any weapons at all. That's the kind of thing you'd set. Flash sweat. It's part of this Carmina set of pyromancies that they apply buffs to your body. And basically, you start sweating profusely, and you get a ton of fire resistance. And on my first playthrough, I thought this pyromancy was the key to fighting the Hellkite Drake. So when I got this, I went back there, used it on myself, thought it would let me live through being breathed on by the Hellkite Drake. But no. The Hellkite Drake has a one-hit KO move, where your fire resistance isn't even taken into consideration. And neither is your total HP. Well, except for the fact that the move is set to do your total HP. So, you know. Got Iron Flesh. From what I understand, when the game very first came out, the way Iron Flesh functioned was it made you super dense. And it like turns you metal. Here, I'll show it off. And I believe originally there was no downside to it. Like, it makes you very heavy now, and so you can't, like, you can't roll. It's, you move at the rate as if you had maxed your equipment load out. The idea behind it is it increases your defenses by so much that you don't need to block. It also increases your poise, although it doesn't really tell you that. You get a bunch more poise. It's useful for some bosses. But by the time I got Dark Souls in 2012, it had been patched so that that it actually inhibited your motion, I think, and didn't last as long and didn't quite provide as much. There used to be a GIF set of, you know, how I got through Dark Souls. It shows a guy cast Iron Flesh on himself or whatever, and then he just basically walks through every single hazard that there is in the game, and he just doesn't care because he's, you know, he's made out of iron. I don't know, I'll probably use it for a boss or two. I do like it. And the cool thing you can take into consideration about it is, since you're gonna not be able to roll anyway, you could just, if you're gonna use Iron Flesh, you might as well put on your heaviest armor that you have available. I mean, why not, you know? Great Soul Arrow is a stronger version of Soul Arrow. It has half as many uses, but it's so much stronger than Soul Arrow that it's worth it. Heavy Soul Arrow is like a way stronger version of Soul Arrow, but it casts extremely slow. Great Heavy Soul Arrow is exactly like it sounds. It's the strongest sorcery that you have available to you before you find Big Hat Logan. And, I mean, it's really strong. But, because of its cast time, I really prefer just Great Soul Arrow, because I don't like when things dodge me. But now I want to go and get some more souls, and so there's a couple places I could go to do that. Where I'm intended to go is to Blighttown, but you know, that's back through this aqueduct and all the way down through the depths. And I think I'd like to check out that ladder, you know? The ladder back down in the Darkroot Basin. The one I passed up earlier when we got our rescuing princesses degree. Because there's some good stuff we can get out that way. And there's no reason for us not to. It's perfectly legitimate to want to explore. And my first playthrough of the game, you know, I was so bad at finding staircases that when I walked through the church and I killed the Knights of Balder and the Knights of Berenike, I did not find the staircase leading up to that channeler. So I didn't fight the bell gargoyles. I never rang the first bell. I just went into the Darkroot Garden and I killed the Moonlight Butterfly. I leveled up my strength until I could use the Black Knight Greatsword, and I grinded up souls and bought the Crest of Artorias. And I went through the forest and found a very hard boss. And that boss killed me 28 times. And I killed that boss with the fat roll. And a Black Knight's Greatsword plus 4. And we're gonna go kill that boss. because it gives a lot of souls. Hey, a Titanite shard. Anytime you find a Titanite shard on one of those soldiers, it's a real happy day, because that's worth 800 souls. But yeah, my first playthrough of Dark Souls, it was really rather atypical. I didn't get to Blighttown until I was already like level 48 or something like that. These blue golems have a slight chance to drop a, oh, what do you call it? A, blue Titanite chunks. I could put on the rusted iron ring to get through this water a little bit faster, but I'm not going to be in the water for that long. So, not really that important to me. What is this ladder made out of? It looks like it's made out of wood, but yeah, it's got moss in it and it's still strong enough to support my weight. Guess it might be made out of stone arch tree. Got a bridge. Got more water that we can't swim in. If you fall in the water, you just die. It's not even like a struggling to swim animation or anything. You plummet as if there were no water there at all. I think Wild Pie 101 had a rant about ladders and a couple of their dumb shits guide. Those videos are really good. They're short, they're snappy. Only real problem is I still don't think that Wild Pie has finished the dumb shits guide. What's that? That's a big boy, huh? Looks like a giant cat. Oh, it is a giant cat. Oh. Whoa. I'll just be running. In the original version, the frame rate was 30, and whenever they did the spinning... Ow. Yeah, they do like a spinning, like a roll, you know. Whenever it did that, it looked like, you know, Sonic the frickin' Hedgehog. Yeah, boy, my buff blew off. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now is it gonna kill me? Oh, nope, I got out of there. Whew. Probably should have went and upgraded my club. Ow. Still kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. There's another one. Another two. Why do I still have the Pyromancy Flame equipped? Okay. Well. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we're gonna use these trees and some sorcery, because I am not fighting two of these at once. Ow. It's been so long since I actually killed these things. I don't remember if I get anything special other than never having to deal with them again. Yeah, they're supposed to basically act like your deterrent. Like if you climb up the ladder, like they intend for you to not live through your encounter with those. So, hey, good for us. We lived. Giant mushroom then. But there's a treasure box over there. I wonder if I can poison them. Gonna find out. God, he's got a lot of HP. Do headshots count? They look like they do. Okay, I poisoned them. Oh boy. That meme gesture? It's this one. If he had hit me, if that punch had connected, I would be dead. Oh, okay. Maybe not, but wow. This guy's got, I think, over 2,000 HP. Yeah! Holy cow. I thought Leroy was a beast. And died to poison. And they drop gold pine resin. So they're worth, when they drop that, they're worth 2,000 souls. So, Was that 8 arrows to poison them? Excuse me, sir. I would like for you to be poisoned. Thank you. Oh. Okay, I got my poise running on. If you kill the small mushroom guys, that'll cause the big mushroom guys to aggro you. But if you just try to go for the chest, the big mushroom guys will also aggro you, so... And here we get the Enchanted Ember. You can take that to Rickert, and he will be able to upgrade Magic Weapon +5 into an Enchanted Weapon. It's basically a weapon that draws off of Intelligence for its damage more than any other stat. It also makes the weapons pretty weak, honestly, unless you've got really high Intelligence already, so it's not a good idea. Magic weapons are usually just better. And there's another path you get later that will allow you to upgrade magic weapons to +10. In this chest, we get a very heavy armor set. It cannot be upgraded. It's the stone armor. It weighs an enormous amount, but as you can see, it has really high poise and really high stats. Moss-covered armor of the Stone Knight, defender of the Darkroot Garden. The Stone Knight is a product of ancient magic, and although this armor is also imbued with magic, it is incredibly heavy. Like, we can wear this, but we won't even have the mid-roll. We will be fat rolling. So, armor really good. Might as well combine it with stone flesh for maximum tankiness. We don't want to talk to that cat yet, because there's some NPCs out here that I want to kill. And they'll be non-hostile. They're part of her covenant, so... That's one. This one's like a cleric or something. There's a cheese spot for these guys. You can just... Oh, is she a lady cleric? I always thought that was a guy. Huh. Guess my eyes weren't all that sharp back then. What, I got like 8 minutes left? I'll probably just stop the video after I kill a few more of these people. Got some knights and an archer with the fog ring on. They're pretty rough. The knights are actually more dangerous than the archer by a long shot. Kind of funny. But that's just the way it is. Oh dear. Yeah, you can see that heavy armor does not outweigh speed. can mix it up. Now I'm out of healing, but I could just use I could pop a humanity for a heal. I don't quite have the mid-roll yet. Back to night leggings. Oh wow, it's still too heavy. Take the bow off, take the wand off. Still too heavy. Okay, fine. I'll put on... How close am I? Oh, there's no way. Okay, well... Whatever. There's another knight around here poggering on, but the main person I care about killing is this bitch. Don't you backpedal on me. These particular ones, they don't come back when you rest. The bandit, the priest, there's a thief, there's a sorcerer. They'll come back, but the knights and that archer was actually... They drop an S-rank bow, the black bow of Ferris. So that archer was Ferris. Preferred black bow of the heroic archer Ferris. Has a longer range than standard bows, but is more difficult to use. Without proper abilities, results will be underwhelming. Basically, it's an S-ranked bow, and essentially, it's a weapon where scaling matters more than the base. So, you need 18 dexterity just to be able to use it. And then you need like, I guess like 25 dexterity in order for it to like outperform the longbow. And everything but range, basically. So, yeah. Let's see. That's the sorcerer. He can fire some pretty... They look like normal soul arrows, but they do way more than normal soul arrows. Fortunately, casting leaves him wide open. So, just don't let him get far away from you. And there's the other knight. I think that's everyone. There's that door. It can't be opened from this side, so yeah. These grassmen on this particular part, they have more HP and they hit harder than grassmen on the other part. So, you want to be careful. And I'm really sort of overplaying my hand here. But, oh well. And there's a ton of these leaf guys out here. They will wear you down. Like there's one. And there's another. See what I mean? See what I mean?